A very good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us tonight on the broadcast right here on KUTV. A lot is in store for you tonight in as far as news is concerned, but first, let's get the top stories tonight. DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua accuses the Kenya Kwanza government of illegally selling the country through corruption. Mount Kenya UDA Youth League warned Gachagua to stop presenting himself as region spokesperson, endorsing Kindiki as the rightful boss of the Mount Kenya community. Government orders hate and impromptu inspections, warning that underperforming contractors risk being blacklisted. And in agribusiness, stakeholders in the tea sector urge to remain free from political interference to protect farmers' interests.
This is Weekend Live with Anyango, Slyvia.
That's right. On the sign language interpretation tonight is Francis Okenye. Remember, this broadcast is also coming to you live on our YouTube platform at KUTVNEWS Kenya. And you can also interact with us on X at KUTV_Kenya or at Anyango Slyvia KE. We begin now. 7 people have died and 11 injured after public service vehicle PSV and a trailer collided head-on along the Nairobi-Mombasa highway. The early morning crash occurred on Sunday, December 7th in the Masenyi area near Voi. According to preliminary reports, the PSV was headed towards Mombasa when it rammed into an oncoming trailer. The National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, on its address, assured that it has deployed a team of road safety auditors and inspectors to the scene to conduct a detailed analysis. NTSA also confirmed that Kinatwa Sacco is fully cooperating with the authority and all relevant agencies as comprehensive investigations into the cause of the crash. All public service, commercial and private vehicles drivers are urged to exercise maximum caution on our roads, drive safely by adhering to speed limits, overtaking responsibly, taking breaks when fatigued, and remaining fully alert at all times. Now, on matters politics, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has once again taken an aim at President William Ruto, accusing him of betraying the country. Gachagua criticized the sale of Safaricom shares, claiming the move reflects the president's personal interest. He maintained that the united opposition will continue to defend the nation's welfare. The Kenya Kwanza government has come under heavy fire from DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua for what he called the careless disposal of essential government assets. The former deputy president denounced the Ruto administration for selling Safaricom shares. Gachagua claimed that the government suffered billion-dollar losses as a result of what he described as a corruption-led sale.
Safaricom inauzwa without public participation. And when we look at it in a very simple way, it's like you have a cow that is high yielder in your home. Hiyo ng'ombe ndio inatoa maziwa, watoto wanakunywa, wewe unakunywa, ingine unauza. Sasa wewe unauza hiyo ng'ombe na una ingine, ati ununue chakula ya siku hiyo. Sasa ukikula hiyo chakula, huna ng'ombe ya kukamua. So we are in a space in our country where Ruto is selling everything that is working.
The former DP also claimed that everything is being sold off by the Ruto administration, including the cancellation of the Rironi-Mau Summit highway contract, which he said was done to encourage corruption. Regarding opposition unity, Gachagua reassured Kenyans that despite government efforts to entice Kalonzo Musyoka to join them, the opposition is still unified.
Mambo ya Kenya pipeline ameuza. Kenya Port ameuza. Airport ameuza. Sasa Safaricom imeuzwa. When you look at ile wizi iko kwa mambo ya barabara, the road from Rironi to Mau Summit was supposed to be built by the French at 150 billion. Ruto ameenda amecancel hiyo, amepatia Chinese at 200 billion. So wameiba bilioni 50. Na Wakenya watalipa hiyo deni for 35 years. So that is why ourselves, with Daktari here and other leaders, we are saying we must liberate this country.
Additionally, Gachagua stated that the Wiper Party and the DCP Party are collaborating and urged the ODM Party to join the opposition coalition.
Tunasema tunataka the face of Kenya in Nairobi. Na hatutaki ODM iwachwe nje. And we are saying we are depending on the experience of Kalonzo Musyoka kupanga siasa ya Nairobi. Because he has a lot of experience. Si ndio? So wewe kiongozi, weka sisi yote pamoja. DCP tuko na wewe tayari. Hii watu ya ODM umewaunga mkono mwaka 15, tafuta hao. Hatutaki pia wawachwe nje. Because they are part of Kenya, si ndio?
Anyango, Slyvia, KUTV. Still on matters politics, residents in Garissa are being urged to stay united and avoid drifting into separate political camps as realignments pick up ahead of the 2027 general election. Across the wider northeastern region, politics remains heavily shaped by clan and sub-clan loyalties, with communities traditionally backing candidates chosen through negotiated democracy. Abdullahi Kabane has called on the community members to register as voters, noting that their ability to secure elective seats will depend on strong voter numbers. Meanwhile, Garissa County woman aspirant Mulki Wasame emphasized the importance of cohesion, warning that the community risks weakening its political influence if it fails to remain united ahead of the polls.
We are gathered here today to mark the beginning of the unity of Adam Ali. I said and I emphasized the unity of Adam Ali is paramount. And the bottom line is, as leaders, to get together and run a very successful and strategic campaign on a selected position or a seat that we are going to announce very soon.
We are uniting for our purpose. We are uniting for the sake of the community. We are uniting for the coming politics of the 2027, so that the family will be one, united, and we go to the seat or seek for the seat while we are one.
Once again, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, now the leader of the Democracy for Citizens Party (DCP), is facing sharp criticism from the Mount Kenya UDA Youth League, which has urged him to stop presenting himself as the region's spokesperson. The student leaders called on Gachagua to respect Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki, insisting he is the rightful voice of the Mount Kenya community. They also hailed UDA's strong performance in the recent by-elections, noting the party secured 12 out of 24 seats nationally, which they say reaffirms its dominance. The youth leaders praised Professor Kithure Kindiki for what they described as decisive and unifying leadership.
Tumeamua we will support the government because of what the government is doing to us as students. This is likes of internships, bursaries, help.
Ruto tangu achaguliwe, kazi amekuwa akifanya vizuri, na hadi kwa wana youth, hadi the tertiary students amekuwa akituwakilisha vyema. Ya kwanza ni venye alikumbuka wale, unajua pale shuleni kuna wale wanafunzi wametoka kwa familia za rigi ya chini na wengine wametoka kwa familia za juu. Sasa pale kwa model ya kupeana hadi help, akakule mwanafunzi mwenye ametoka pale chini anaweza kusaidika sana, na tulifurahia juu ya yale.
The outcome in Mbeere North is not just a casual electoral result. It is a clear endorsement by the people of the Mount Kenya region of His Excellency Professor Kithure Kindiki as the only spokesperson, political stabilizer and the principal leader in our region. So we therefore state unequivocally that any other individual posturing and masquerading out there as the Mount Kenya kingpin without the people mandate, that they only speak for themselves.
Now, Deputy Chief of Staff Eliud Owalo has ordered heightened impromptu inspections and warned that underperforming contractors risk being blacklisted. This follows discrepancies uncovered between reported progress and ongoing reality in several Kericho projects. Owalo called for tougher vetting as the government reviewed major housing, market, airstrip and road developments in the county this week.
And yet we are here, the government delivery unit within the executive office of the president, to verify and ascertain the implementation status of various national government projects within Kericho County. We are accompanied here by the Ngao officers led by the county commissioner and representatives of various implementing departments and agencies within the national government, such as the State Department for Housing and also the Kenya Rural Roads Authority, among others, and the Kenya Airports Authority as well. We are right now at the Majengo Talai Affordable Housing Project. This is one of the housing projects which we are implementing under the thematic area of our Affordable Housing Project program within the Better Plan. And this project is being implemented at a total cost of 778.2 million shillings, and it entails 322 units. We envisage that the project will be fully complete within the first half of next year.
All right, on that note, we are taking the very first break on the broadcast tonight. Stay with us.
A program that brings you legal sensitization on your television.
My statement is written and just the quote the prosecution.
I think that this law is a setback for Raila Odinga. What policy recommendations?
Diversity, we demystify important legal issues locally, regionally, and internationally.
What Tanzanians.
Join me, Elvin Onsongo, as I bring you more insights on law matters.
We are looking at social issues. What is the problem? Is it the economy? Is it...
Law Matters Show, creating awareness, advocacy, and enhancing lives.
Kaka mtazamaji, popote ulipo unapokuwa ukitazama Safina Show,
inang'oa nanga sasa hivi. Ungana nami Albanas Mwania, nahodha wa Safina Show, nikutoe ng'ambo ya pili hadi ufuoni. Safina Show, sauti ya matumaini.
You are watching Weekend Live with Anyango Slyvia.
Welcome back. Remember to keep interacting with us on our social media platforms. We are live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya, and you can engage with us on X at KUTV_Kenya or at Anyango Slyvia KE. Now, proceeding with our broadcast tonight, Public Health Principal Secretary Mary Muthoni has urged Kenyans to remain vigilant during the festive season as cases of unsuspected meat and foodborne illnesses rise. She cautioned against the misuse of over-the-counter medications and the circulation of counterfeit drugs. Muthoni also emphasized the importance of supporting social health insurance schemes and warned young people about the growing risk of HIV infections.
I want to encourage everyone during this festive season. Please continue registering to the Social Health Authority. There are many issues to do with over-the-counter medication, and we have also seen Pharmacy and Poisons Board. They have issued an alert around drug reaction. It would be important that if you are affected, that you report on the same. We are urging people to stop medicating or prescribing themselves over-the-counter medication, because this, if you're not a skilled workforce, or you're not a doctor, you're not a clinical officer, do not prescribe yourself.
On matters education, parents are urging the government to move quickly to address emerging gaps ahead of the transition from grade 9 to grade 10 under the competency-based education system. With only days left, they point to shortages of textbooks, insufficient teacher retooling, and unclear career pathways and a lack of indigenous language instructors. Speaking during a ceremony at Tumaini School in Mwigoko, Kiambu County, parents called for proper planning to ensure a smooth shift for learners. Education experts led by Wilfred Mwenda advised families to start preparing early and purchase essential items now to ease financial pressure in January as 1.2 million learners transition to grade 10.
You realize that we are in festive season and you must save money for fees, because fees must be required come January. So it is important to start preparing themselves. For example, if it is buying things, wazazi, ningewaambia kuna one standard thing in this country. School shoes, they are black shoes. Why don't you simply buy that? Dictionary, kamusi, those ones you can be sure they will be required. Why don't you simply start doing it now before rush period in January?
Ningeomba pia serikali ichukue hiyo jukumu. Isimame na wasasi waache kuwekewa hiyo mizigo mingi. Mahali unaona kweli tumelemewa, serikali ingilie pale. Kama hiyo ni free education walituahidia, hiyo ni kitu tunataka kutarajia na tuone. Kwa sababu sasa hatuna njia nyingine na hatutaki kulea wakora. Kwa hivyo serikali nayo ichukue hatua yake, isimame na wasasi.
Now, Tourism Cabinet Secretary Rebecca Miano has reaffirmed the government's commitment to supporting Kenya's music industry, highlighting its role in promoting unity and driving economic transformation, including conservation efforts. Speaking in Nanyuki during the Ma Cultural Field Day, Miano announced plans for a digital platform that will allow local artists to upload and showcase their work for greater visibility. She encouraged the youth to take advantage of the ongoing government initiatives, stressing that collaboration between artists and young people is essential for peaceful coexistence. Former Laikipia Governor Ndiritu Murithi backed the call for increased support towards youth talent, while former National Assembly Speaker Francis Ole Kaparo urged the government to prioritize development in pastoral regions.
Hii ni hafla ya muhimu sana tena ya kufaa, wakati tunaona talanta na utamaduni wetu zikiwa pamoja kuinua Kenya yetu juu.
Tutaweza kuzindua mtandao ambapo mnaweza kuleta nyimbo zenu. Si lazima muende kila mahali, mnaweza onyesha nyimbo zenu na mkionyesha mnalipwa. Kwa hivyo tutawaalika mtumie huo mtandao ambapo tutazindua wiki ijayo.
All right, in agribusiness tonight, Ndima Tea Factory Chairman and Zone 5 Board Representative John Mithamo Wasusan has called for tea sector to remain free from political interference, insisting that the industry must operate independently to protect farmers' interest. Speaking during the factory's annual general meeting, Mithamo rejected proposals to standardize tea payments across the country.
Keep politics out of the tea sector. Ndima Tea Factory Chairman John Mithamo's words, calling for the tea industry to stay free from any form of political influence, stating that such a plan goes against the long-standing principle of rewarding each factory based on the quality of tea it produces. He said the current payment structure is fair and should be maintained to encourage consistent quality improvements.
Hawa watu ambao wanatuletea siasa hatutaki kusikia. Ile kitu nilikuwa nasema, hawa watu ambao wanakuja kusema ati pesa itoshanishwe. Sisi ile kazi tunafanya hapa ni quality. Tunavuna quality na lazima quality iendelee mbele. Hii ingine unasikia siasa mingi kutoka pande hii ati tunalipa pesa ndogo, wengine wanalipa pesa mingi. Sasa hata wabunge wamezunguka na tunajua wamepata ukweli.
He commended the Parliamentary Committee on Agriculture, which has been touring tea growing regions across the country to collect views from farmers. Mithamo said he is hopeful the committee's report will reflect and protect the interest of smallholder growers.
And tunangojea tusikie ile walipata kwa ground. Kitu moja watu wajue, kama hii kampuni hapa ni Ndima Tea Factory Company Limited. Hii si factory ya wakulima wengi, hii ni factory ya wakulima wa hapa. Na hawa ndio watasema vile wanataka kufanya na factory yao.
He attributed Kenya's strong global market performance to the use of one main tea clone, which ensures uniform quality. In contrast, he noted that Western Kenya relies on about 16 different clones, making it harder to produce consistently top-grade tea. Mithamo also appealed to Agriculture Principal Secretary Paul Rono to review taxes levied on tea, saying a reduction in these charges will boost farmers' earnings and improve the sector's competitiveness.
Tunaomba serikali na watu wenye wanaongea sana waangalie taxes ambazo mkulima wa majani chai analipishwa taxes kama 30. Please, bwana PS na wale wengine, angalieni ile taxes nalipwa na mkulima wa chai. Ondoeni hizo taxes, alafu mkulima wa chai apate pesa.
Rajab Juma, KUTV.
We are taking yet again a very short break. We'll be back with sports.
Miti miti, panda panda. Miti miti. Our planet's future is in our hands. However, there is a threat to the brightness of this tomorrow. On EarthCheck, we share the challenges, the solutions, and the hope.
I would call this a very momentous day, a very critical day.
Every episode, every story, every step we take creates a ripple. Join me, the environmentalist Emmanuel Kutosi, on KUTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and be part of EarthCheck. Welcome.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
A new era, a new people. This is the Law Matters Show. A program that brings you legal sensitization on your television.
My statement is written and just the quote the prosecution.
I think that this loss is a setback for Raila Odinga.
What policy recommendations were fronted by the candidate?
With diversity, we demystify important legal issues locally, regionally, and internationally.
What Tanzanians.
Join me, Elvin Onsongo, as I bring you more insights on law matters.
We are looking at social issues. What is the problem? Is it the economy? Is it...
Law Matters Show, creating awareness, advocacy, and enhancing lives.
Right, welcome back. Apologies for the technical hit that has just occurred on your screen. Now, the NBA Africa has unveiled the 5 winning startup companies in the second edition of the NBA Africa Triple Double Accelerator, an initiative designed to bolster the continent's expanding tech ecosystem. The selected startups are reborn of Morocco, Egypt's FitClan and Athlon Technology, and Nigeria's Artstar and Songdiz. Each company will receive financial support and placement in Carnegie Mellon University, Africa's year-long business incubation program valued at up to $70,000. All right, now that brings us to the end of our broadcast tonight. Thank you so much for being part of us for the last 30 minutes or so. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Francis Okinyi, and I'm Anyango Slyvia. Have a good night.